Hi, my name is Phil Collins of philcollinshypnotherapy.com. Today I just want to talk about whether, or does, weight loss hypnosis really work? Yes, it does work. I'm just going to use a typical client that I would see. So a typical client would come along, obviously overweight. They've most probably tried every single diet going. They've got low self-confidence, low self-esteem, little energy, things like they can't play with their children because they're too big, or they can't run around with their grandchildren, things like that. They don't want to go out because they're ashamed, I suppose, of being so overweight, and they just feel stuck. That's a typical client that I will see. So what do I offer them? I've got a weight loss program. Mainly do it on Zoom. Obviously, if people want to come see me face to face, they can come and see me face to face, but I mainly do it on Zoom nowadays. And that's 4 sessions on Zoom. So I have 4 sessions on Zoom, but in addition to that, I send them several videos for them to watch. The videos are really the practical side of what I do. So that gets them to think differently about food, gets them to eat differently about food. If there's theories about why we put on weight and stuff like that. They watch those videos, and then we have the Zoom sessions. The Zoom sessions are about using hypnosis to perhaps find out if there's anything in their past that's causing them to have that weight and can't get it off. And a lot of the hypnosis is really about motivation, because it's easy to lose weight in the first week or two. After that, it gets a bit harder. So I do my 4 Zoom sessions over a period of about 8 weeks, so that I can be there when it gets tough for them. So that's what I do with them. In addition to that, obviously, one of the things I do with my clients is I have daily contact with them. So they will check in with me every single day whilst they're on the program. And that really is about me being in their mind, so that they can justify, in a sense, what they do. So if they have a lapse, and we talk about relapses and things like that, if they have a lapse, then I'll use my skills, my experience to help them get through that sort of thing. So what happens at the end of the program? Well, they're obviously going to be losing weight. They won't lose all the weight. Over 8 weeks, you're not going to lose several stones. But with my program, they have all the skills, they have all the tools that they'll need to continue to lose that weight. They'll certainly feel more confident. They'll have more self-esteem. They'll start to feel as if they've got more energy. So they can go and play with the kids. They can be there with their grandkids and things like that. They'll feel healthier. And they'll feel as if they've got their life back. Many of my clients do actually say they just got their life back, and it feels wonderful. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put a few testimonials, I suppose, at the end of this video, just to let you see what has been done or has happened with clients on Zoom. Okay, so how has it been for you?
As you know, I was very skeptical in the beginning. You hear stories, running around like a chicken, and
Yeah.
which was a little bit of a joke between us. Doing it, there have been results, 100%. Definitely lost weight, no doubt about it. More conscious about what I'm eating.
Yeah.
Is a big thing. Is actually making sure, 1, I'm eating, 2, I'm eating healthy, and 3, I'm making the correct choices. So
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the first time, because you said something about your mum thinking, I'm going to make you run around like a headless chicken, or click my fingers and you'll do something silly. Yeah. What does your mum think now?
well, she has seen a change, so
Yeah.
which is really good.
Yeah.
She wants to do something similar
Good.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And can you just talk about because some people worry about doing hypnosis via Zoom. How's the hypnosis part of it been for you?
Absolutely fine. Very safe. I didn't feel like I was in any danger. Very calming. It's almost like you want to stay
Yeah,
in your
nobody wants to come out of it.
exactly. You wake up. When I say wake up, you come to, and you don't feel any different, but you do. You'll see certain colors, and you'll just have the smile on your face. And we had one session which was very hard,
Mm-hmm.
and it took me a couple of days to sort it out in my own head. But once I did that, I was absolutely fine. But in general, that you've put in place so many um, things that if anything happens, if I feel that there's an emergency going on around, I would come to straight away and I would go and deal with or anything. So I felt completely safe, 100% safe, not scary at all.
No, no, it isn't scary. It's and that session that we had, we have to do that session to get the emotion out. If we don't get the emotion out, then the rest of the sessions won't work anyway. You have to do
Absolutely,
that.
absolutely. And a lot of what we discussed stems to my eating habits
Yeah.
and to deal with that face on and make really difficult decisions.
Mm.
Having to choose to forgive, that was a very hard one for me.
Yeah, yeah, it is hard. It is.
It is. It's an emotional roller coaster. But to get to where I am now, I had to deal with that.
Mm.
And I think everybody has to deal with their demons to get past and actually deal with what is going on with the here and now. So I'm very grateful for that because it did take a load off my shoulder once I was able to deal with that.
Yeah, yeah. You said you've lost a dress size. Have you lost a dress size? Did you say?
Lost a dress size, yeah.
And about a stone in weight. So.
Yeah, I still need some weight to lose.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely I'm going on the right path. Like I said, subconsciously you make the right choices. Whereas before I would never think about just stick whatever was there in my mouth. If I was hungry and I didn't want to cook, I would just grab whatever was there, and 9 times out of 10 it's very unhealthy. Whereas now I sit there and go, right, okay, give yourself a couple of minutes to actually make a meal, and you can make meals in 10-20 minutes, so it's not difficult. Whereas I hate cooking. I hate it. I do it because I have to. Now I'm starting to enjoy doing meals and presenting them.
Mm.
And they're not big meals. I mean, they're small. They're on the small plates.
Sure.
Chewing, constantly, just making sure that I'm chewing and taking my time eating is another big thing. And I get full a lot quicker. So, yeah, going for fruit and healthy choices rather than going for the biscuit tin or the chocolates and sweets, which there's always that around, especially at work or at home. I'll look at it and go, no, actually, no, I don't want that.
Mm.
Did have a spoonful of my son's chocolate cake, and I actually didn't enjoy it. So it's me. I'm finding things too sweet now.
Mm.
Whereas before, that's what I wanted. I wanted the sweet.
Yeah.
Whereas now, orange, just a normal orange, that takes the craving away. That sweet craving. Even then, sometimes I find them too sweet, so I'll put a bit of salt on. Apples, if I find that's too sweet, I'll put a little bit of salt on. Sounds disgusting, but it's actually quite nice.
Yeah. Can I ask you to, because obviously we do Zoom sessions. We've done 4 sessions, haven't we, on Zoom? But can you talk a little bit about the other stuff that I send? Because I send you several videos to watch. Can you just say a little bit about them? You don't have to say everything about them, but
The videos are definitely worth going through and actually watching. I found that I kept going back to them because I missed out on certain things, and I'll watch it again and go, oh, actually, no, I missed out on that. So having them there to watch does help, and it really does help, because you sit there and you think, oh, actually, well, that makes sense, with the eating certain foods, carbohydrates, things like that, smaller plates, leaving food behind, which I always had an issue with. Now I don't feel that guilt of leaving a bit of food. It was just those small little things that was said that resonate, and you kind of think, oh, actually, yeah. But now I'm doing it subconsciously. Like I said, everything's always subconscious, and then it's only afterwards I think, oh, actually, yeah, okay. And it's a bit of a, you kind of go, oh, I've actually left food on my plate. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
Because we're so quick to say to our kids, eat all your food. Or you'd be the opposite, where you go, oh, if you're not hungry, don't eat it. So you have that one extreme to the other. Whereas now I'll say, listen, eat up until you're full. If you're too full, don't eat anymore.
Yeah.
And I've taken that on board now. So yeah, no, I definitely recommend watching those videos and keep watching them. Just keep watching them, because you always find that you miss out. It's like watching a movie. You know, you watch it once and you miss out on a few things. And then you watch it again, you go, oh, I don't remember seeing that. It's the same thing. It's the same concept. And when the more you watch it, the more it stays in your head. So I would definitely recommend. Definitely.
Lovely, 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 lovely. Right. I just want to thank you for being a client. It's been wonderful, really.
No, thank you for, honestly, you've done amazing. You're an absolute angel. Really help.
Thank
You
you.
really help in more ways than you actually realize. Not just weight loss, but other things that obviously we've discussed. It's helped a heck of a lot. An absolute heck of a lot. It really has. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, how's it been for you?
Excellent. It has made such a change in my life, Phil. From the very first session until now, you have really, really seriously changed my life. I'm proud of myself. My self-esteem, I've got it back, and my confidence is way up high again, and I just couldn't have done it without you. I really couldn't have. You know, I'm just, you know, at one session we talked about the boxes, and there was the red box that all the bad stuff went into. Well, for the first maybe 2 weeks, it was overflowing. So it was. But, you know, with the other sessions, it just went down and went down, because, you know, I had no notion of anything, you know, especially, you know, in my profession. You know, it's not very often we would get good breaks, good lunch breaks. So you do tend to eat a lot of rubbish, you know, food on the go, crisps, chocolate, you know, something to give you that wee bit of energy to keep going to the end of shifts. But no, as I say, once the red box started going down, you know, and the healthy food was, you know, I was starting to eat healthier food, you know, bringing food in with me, you know, making pastas and stuff. And even energy wise, I've so much more energy than I ever did, you know. And again, you know, because I was overweight, and I have 2 quite large huskies who would walk for 50 miles and back, and you know, they would pull you quite a lot in the lead. And you know, I could only go so far with them because I was just out of breath and everything else. And now, I mean, I can keep up with them great because I've lost the weight, and it's just been an amazing, amazing time for me. And as I said, if it hadn't been for you, I'd probably be 4 stone heavier now. But no, absolutely amazing. And as
Can I ask?
Sorry.
Some people worry about being hypnotized, full stop, but some people worry about being hypnotized via Zoom because it's over the internet. Can you say a little bit more about that, of how it's been, the actual hypnosis side of it?
Well, at the beginning, you know, when we first sort of had our first session, I was a wee bit dubious, not frightened, maybe a bit scared, you know. But after, with the first session, there's a lot of discussion and everything else, and you put my mind so at ease. And I felt that yes, I can do this, and I don't need to be afraid. And then when I did go under, it was amazing. I wasn't afraid anymore. The first session, after the first session, it was like, what were you like, Denise? Getting on like it was a big scary thing, and it was so easy. It was so easy. You made it so easy. So you did, Phil.
Thank you. It's my
Really
pleasure. And you've been a wonderful client, because you've done everything I've asked you to do, which is really nice.
You made it all so easy. You did. And as I say, I couldn't be more prouder. My family is so proud of the weight that I've lost, and I'm going to continue to do everything that we've talked about, and the videos that you've so graciously sent. But yeah, and as I told you tonight, I'm going to try on that wee dress that didn't fit me, and I'm going to try it on tonight, because I am 110% sure that it will fit me again. So,
wonderful.
Phil, and I would tell anybody out there, don't be afraid. It really works. It really works. I mean, I'm living proof that it works.
Lovely. And yep.
Big on me.
Thank you for being a client. It's been wonderful.
Philip, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it, and thank you for all your hard work and all the work that you're doing for the NHS. You're amazing. You're an amazing person. Great to meet you.
Thank you. So if you'd like to book yourself on a program, or if you want to ask more questions, then contact me through my website, philcollinshypnotherapy.com, through Facebook, facebook.com/Phil Collins Hypnotherapy, or YouTube, Phil Collins Hypnotherapy. Hopefully we'll meet. Take care.